Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Now in this video, I'll be taking you to Conjuring: The Last Rites. Now this film is the fourth entry into the franchise if you take into account only the Conjuring series. But however, if you consider the spin-offs, it is the ninth installment in the franchise. Now before we proceed with the review, I would like to formally apologize as this review has come in late as compared to the other reviews. This channel is just beginning. It's like the first steps into my YouTube journey. So it'll take some time for me to get to the speed of things. More updated reviews will be coming soon, and that much I promise you. Now, on to the review. This movie was directed by Michael Chaves, whose previous credits include the previous installment, The Devil Made Me Do It, The Nun 2, as well as a short horror film called The Maiden, which I found quite impressive and is relatively less known, and highly recommend you check it out. Now, this man knows his stuff. He has a good history with the horror filmmaking, and judging by the cinematography and the execution and the way this film is put together, it shows. It really works for me. Now, this film is basically another misadventure with Ed and Lorraine Warren, who are investigating a demonic case in a family home. It takes place in the year 1986 in Pennsylvania. Now, they say this is the final entry into the franchise. Well, I am not sure about that. I mean, I wouldn't be too sure about that because this is Hollywood after all. Any successful franchise will be milked, and there will be more installments to come. I wouldn't be surprised in a few months if they say there's a new franchise is in development. This movie made more than $400 million after all, and that's very impressive for a horror film. I wouldn't be surprised. Never say never, I guess. This one I feel had more personal stakes in it, and that made stand apart from the other entries. Now, not that the other installments did not have any personal stakes, they did. They did personally involve the Lawrence, but this one not just involved the Lawrence, but also their daughter, who's a grown-up woman who's dating another guy, and there are scenes dedicated to this guy trying to impress the Lawrence to try to win over his daughter. And yes, the stakes are higher in this definitely, and it puts the personal stakes into the forefront. That's what I loved about this. And Ed Loin has a personal condition he's battling. I won't get into the details as to what it is. I would like you to go to the theater and you enjoy this film as is. And I would say it really improved the narrative and immersed me into the film. Now, jump scares and the suspense building are the centerpiece to this film and to this franchise basically. And this film does it pretty well. And I would say it does it at par with the other films, if not better than the other films. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga once again give a dedicated performance, and they're not just phoning it in, and they're clearly there to perform, and their performance is just as good as it was in the previous entries, even including the first film, and that is saying something. At this point, I would say no one can embody the character better than these two. I mean, I can't imagine any other actor portraying the Lawrence better. Personally, the things that get me excited the most in any film, not just the Conjuring franchise, but any film for the matter, is the beginning as well as the end. I mean, these two really play an important role to set the tone as well as for you play a role in getting you excited for the next films. Now, the beginning is pretty good. It's pretty tense, I would say. It does set the tone for the film and got me hooked. But when it comes to the beginning, for me, the first Conjuring movie is always the best. I mean, when the camera starts rolling and Ed Lorin investigates the two women along with the Annabelle doll in the side, and when they zoom into the face of the Annabelle along with the music, I mean, you can't beat that. You know, it's just amazing. It really gave me the jitters, if you will. Now, in the action sequences, and there are plenty of them, the CGI and the practical effects are blended in pretty well, and that was a very pleasing experience, and I like that. The symbolism is pretty apparent in this film, and they write in a very creative fashion. So those things are pretty much satisfactory, in my opinion. We also get glimpsed into the Ed Loren's trophy room, basically with all the relics. And now I feel this is a very interesting feature, a very important feature to me, because it gets me excited to all the potential movies that can come out of these relics. You know, all the potential spin-offs that can be conjured from these relics. And so basically, there are a lot of sequel opportunities with this, and the franchise can keep on going. And it's personally very important to Ed Loren, as it is, I would say, what the Batcave is to Batman and what Fortress of Solitude is to Superman. Yeah, this room is to Patrick Wilson's Ed Loren. Now, the demon in this movie works. I mean, he's scary. I mean, after all, he is a demon. He does work, but he's not as impressive or as intimidating as the nun or the Annabelle doll or the demon in the first movie. I mean, they were very intimidating, in my opinion. Overall, I would say this is a strong entry into the franchise, and as a final installment, it does work. And just like another franchise that is the Final Destination, the installments apparently seem to be getting better and better, and that's a very good sign, by the way. That's good for any franchise. It's better than Devil Made Me Do It, and the first one still remains the top movie in my opinion. And as a conclusion, yeah, this one does hit the spot and does wrap up things very well. However, if you're looking for something original, like something with a unique script, something with an original story that's never tried and tested, I would not recommend this film, as this is made for the franchise heads. as it is and it's basically a fan service. It is unique, but it is a fan service. It's made for the Conjuring franchise fans, and it follows a formula that is very reminiscent of the franchise, and it works pretty well in that way. But if you're looking for something unique, well, I would look elsewhere. I mean, there are other films that are quite pretty unique and pretty on their own, and deserves your viewership. Now, if you like my review so far, please do subscribe to my channel. It would really mean a lot to me as a growing channel, and we can embrace the world of cinema together. I'll see you soon.